This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, now the most of the people will ask that what is the architecture of Kubernetes? What are the components in the master? What are the components in the slave? Okay, you can explain for each and every component, whatever we discussed, right? API server, we are deploying the our we take care and we go for almost it will be deploy the application. This cluster store will be store about the all data for instance that what are the contents are running, what is the metadata, all metadata, these things will be take care of this. This controller will be take care of the desired state, which watch or look kind of things. Okay, if something cube is like as kubelet is nothing but node will be let you know the master will be submit to the API server will be go for settler will go for deploy. Okay, this is the life cycle will of the Kubernetes, even though we discussed in the yeah, right, node in the sense it nothing but a kubelet what we are calling as a minions also, and we want to like as what are the type of containers you want to run. That is a container engine and network proxy or kube proxy we are calling. This kube proxy what it will take care of, it will assign the IP address and then it will be managing the all about our clusters. Okay, like as it we can manage the load balancing also. This is all about the that components about this. Okay, it can manage for the assigning the it's every pod gets the unique IP address also being lightweight load balancing also node. And this is all about our main thing. Declarative model, desired state. Declarative model means submitting the manifest. Desired state means how many you want. Okay, this is the main thing. Now we declare the desired state, all these things, and suppose the API server, Kubernetes stores cluster, so will be stored the data, and Kubernetes deploy into the like in the cluster. Who will deploy the scheduler? And Kubernetes implement the watch loops does not vary from the desired state. Like as desired state means how many you want. Current state means how many it is running. We'll see that also. Okay, we'll after deploying we'll see that how it works. Okay. Now see what is pod? Pod is nothing but a one application is running on our inside the pod. Even we can't run the containers directly in the nodes. We must be deploying the through pod itself. Okay, pod is nothing but something is running in that application. Okay, here in the terminal is a hypervisor like as VM we are calling as a one VM. Here container how we are calling this here pod we are going to call in the Kubernetes level. Okay, pods and containers, even single pod also we are running the multiple containers, supported containers. Okay, how they are talking each other internally, they will talk other local host. If you want outside, every pod having the one unique IP. That unique IP it can be who will provide, qb proxy will provide by the unique IP for the every pod. Remember guys, they will ask that what is pod. Okay, interview question. Okay, one of the interview question, what is pod? Pod is nothing but a something application is running inside the pod. Even maybe running the one single container or maybe supported container should be there. Okay, and but we won't deploy the multiple containers in the same container multiple instances in a single pod, because of the pod will be die, the entire application will be goes die. Okay, that's why like this, the single pod we won't deploy the same application, we are deploying the different pods in the different applications. Okay, clear? This pod life cycle, what happened in pod life cycle means this pod will be, it will come like something, if you're running it will goes down, what happening that will be IP address will be changed, the new unique IP will come, that will be, it's not a stable, the pod IPs are not a stable, the pods itself it's not a stable. Okay, if something goes down it will create new one, right? That's not a stable, now we can't access the directly pods. Okay, now what we do, we are going to take care of any deployment of this, then replica sets we are going to deploy the applications. This replica sets we can't access directly. Node port we need to provide through service object. Okay, this service object is the unique static IP. Through that IP, see, like this is for replica sets. We have the different IPs. They are talking to each other. But here what happening? This service object we are going to deploy. Through here, we are going to access our all the applications through OT. And this service object and this pods is a, it's a loose coupling again. Okay, we can remove this service, that it will be running on this. And how this service object pods will be communicate each other through labels. This completely work on the labels. Okay, label selectors, we'll see that hands on. This is deployment object, like as if you want any upgrade and blue green deployment. What is a blue green deployment means, now one version is currently running and new version will be released, going to be released. Now what we do, we won't down the previous version application, we deploy the two versions at a time. Now something like as if the new version will be up and running, the old one will be, we lost the connection and new one will be give the response. If something goes wrong in the new version, the old version will be give the response for us. Okay, we'll show that diagram also we have. And this Kubernetes we can deploy into the number of ways. One is that, let me take the one notes. Okay, now here how many ways we are going to deploy means, let me tell you. One is the Minikube. Minikube, nothing in the but Minikube. They will ask that what is Minikube means. There is master and slave is running the single mission. That is we are calling as a Minikube. Okay. Now, if you can deploy with the only AWS, they have their own API for deploying the Kubernetes architecture. That is COPS. We are calling as a COPS. Okay. And one more. Then if it is Azure, like as Google JKE, okay, like a Google Kubernetes engine, and then Azure AKS, okay, like as Azure Kubernetes service, and if is all people are using one thing for common KubeADM. This is a cluster setup for any kind of OS, any kind of cloud, any kind of on-premises. They can use, you can deploy this in the KubeADM. This is for all. This is for all operate like as all kind of data centers. Okay, this can be only for Azure. This can only for Azure. Okay, this can be only for JKE is only for Google Cloud. Okay, there is a different APIs to install the Kubernetes cluster. Okay, this is for only for AWS. This is can be only for the single mission itself. Okay, clear? This COPS means AWS API. Okay, it can deploy only AWS instances. Now GKE means Google Cloud, and AKS means Azure, and KubeADM is for all data centers. You can use for on-premises. It can be AWS, it can be Google Cloud, it can be Azure. Anything we can use that. This is completely for our manual configuration, manual things. We should be install everything manually. Okay, let's see now. Let's we're going to be what we're going to do. We're going to take one master node and two slaves. And remember, guys, this master we are going to use the T2 medium instance. T2 medium this because of it should be uses the 2 CPU core. Okay, because if less than 2 CPU core it won't work. But if it is free, 1 CPU core only free for us, and 1 GB RAM they give free for us. Now if you T2 medium it will be the 2 CPU and 4 GB RAM will give us. It will be chargeable. It's not a free. Okay. Take care of while doing this answer. Take care of this, but no, nothing will happen. It won't come more than 100 200. Okay, no worries. You can practice this. Okay, clear. Now I'm getting a lot of charge for this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's then next what we do. And these two slaves is the it can be used for the micro. T2 micro is fine. T2 is the micro is fine. Okay. T2 micro is enough. Slaves. Okay, now we are going to install the Kubernetes using the KubeADM cluster setup only. No mini cube, nothing. We are going to use the everything is a cluster only. Okay, cluster again real time scenario, real time dashboard. The same thing we are going to show you. Okay, not for the sample thing. Clear? Then next we are going to do hands-on. Let's see how it goes. Like because of it's a lot of steps are there to set up. It may be a little bit tough actually. Okay, it takes little bit time. Case. Let it be. Let me minimize this, and this document I'm going to share you guys, but take care of, okay, while installing. After installing medium instance, you should be, okay, let this, not this, actually 1 second. Yesterday itself I opened this, okay. Now take care of this, okay. Now we'll open that this ports and all, why it is needed. I will tell you, okay, what are the ports is required and all. Now what we do, let's take a medium instance right now, okay. For defining the master, I'm going to take the launch instance already set up here, but I'm going to take the fresh one, okay. Launch instance, I'm going to take Kubernetes instance. Anything we can take it, okay, no problem. But the command installation commands may be differ from the one to each. This is for back previous one, sorry, I should take medium one, right? Now should take the medium instance. Even it will be install everything, but if you want to dashboard and all while running, it will throw the error. Okay, you don't have a 2 CPU core is needed for that. Okay, minimum 2 CPU core is needed for that. Then next, configure. Then yes, I want to do to medium. Then next add storage. Next add storage, configure it. Then next, this is a new group, and if like this is HTTP and HTTPS, if you want, you can add it. Like this HTTP is for we required for 8080 while running the QB init ADM, like QB ADM init. Okay, that's needed for the HTTP. Where is that HTTP? This is okay 80, and then 8080. Okay, anywhere. So ready for anywhere itself. Okay, then next remaining things we'll see that later, and one more thing is needed, 443, 6443, and 443. These two is required. Okay, I will tell you why. We'll see that. Yes, there it is. We have set up the everything in the manual itself. Okay, we are doing that. This is for HTTPS 443 because it is completely secure itself. Then one more port number is needed for the communicating with the slaves nodes, 6443. 6443 is the needed for this. Then anyway, then launch, review and launch, then launch it. Okay, this is key I'm going to use for here. Take this image system. Okay, then launch it. This is for take this one instance and clear, click here. Now this is I'm making the QB master. Okay, QB master, I'm going to give this. If you meanwhile, if you want to add the slave, let's create the two slaves also. Okay, let's go and take anything, even MLNX or Ubuntu, whatever you want, you can take it. That's not an issue. Okay, we'll take slaves later because of I need one AMI. Let's later we'll see. EC2, go to EC2. Now Kubernetes master, let's connect this, copy this. I'm going to connect this and follow the one by one step. Okay, I'm telling that meaning of that step also. Just go through with it. Actually, it's a little bit lengthy procedure. almost actually how many pages? 19 pages for this installation only. Okay, but little bit lengthy procedure. We will go to that. Now after taking the new mission, I'm updating the system. AP F1 get update F1Y. If any new libraries are there, it will be updated. After updating, what I will do, I'm going to install the dependency packages on this, like as transport and all this needed the dependency packages. This apt transport HTTPS transport, we are going to like as 6443 right, I told you right, that HTTP transport I install. Then sudo, I'm switching the root user right now for installing, adding the one repository. Now I'm curling that one key, I'm adding this repository. These packages having the all that related to these packages, Kubernetes packages. Then I'm going to creating a new file with this name. Okay, end of the file means I starting on catting one file. The data will push into the etc apt sources.list kubernetes.list. Okay, then I'm going to add this URL like as where I have the Kubernetes software is located. This is go and it will download the these packages. I'm adding in this file. Now click it and close the end of the file. Then this file will be saved in this. If you open this file cat and this file and whatever data we written, right, this line will be stored. If you want to check it, this line we added in this, that's it. Okay, now when you update the system, this related like what are the related is required for this Kubernetes, the repository will be get it. Now apt update, do the apt update. I updated the system. Okay, the next, now because of we are running the Kubernetes like as Docker containers, right, that's why we are going to install the Docker in this mission. Okay, Docker is installed. Then that what I'm going to do, I'm going to adding the Ubuntu user in the Docker group. Shit. See, let's see. Hello. Okay. This Docker is installed. This Docker is not setting up Docker. That's first directories and all. That's one thing. 1 second. This is will work, I think. Let's see. I copy this. Let me do one thing. Docker I can check, but Docker group is not creating. That's what actually. Docker package is Docker not found. Okay, that's what. That's what I'm going to copy this. What happening? This command right now. I'm going to take from this notes. This command I'm going to. I will share this after this command. Let's take it out here. Okay. Now Docker CE F1Y. It's not installed. Docker icon CE is installing. Has no installation saying that. Let's do one thing. Sudo ubuntu no installation candidate. What is this? Okay, let's say Docker -b. It's taken the docker.io. Let's actually it was there actually. I don't know. Docker-io. Let's save this. Actually, it's not available, but it was there earlier. Now they changed. I think the Ubuntu software side. They updating every day, guys. That's the problem with this cloud actually. We don't know what are the package they are going to upload. Now earlier, what are the commands we used to implement that is command sometimes it won't work. That is a big thing in the open source world. Earlier Docker C is working, now it's not working. Docker.io. I'm going to remove this any one of this. Both are safe. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Docker-v. This Docker is installed now. Okay. Now let's add that Docker in the current user because of without asking the sudo permissions. We are going to adding that Ubuntu to this Docker group. Yeah, it's not okay. Docker.io you need to be installed. Now next, what is happening? This is for to restart any services. Then we must be having the these packages. Okay, if you directly try this Docker, let's see. Yeah, it's restarted. It's not required then. Okay, then system sitter enable Docker.service. Because of why required this? This is for when you restart the tree like as any system and all, the Docker service should be up and running. That's why we are enabling this boot startup time. It should be running the Docker service. Okay. Now if your restart is not going to work, this is they will ask that install this package. You need to be install that package. I faced a lot of issues while doing this. That's what I have written the each and every step. Even though errors also mentioned here. Then next, once it is done, then install the this Kubernetes related. Kubernetes, kubectl, everything, every package I'm going to install at a time here. Networking, kubectl, and kubadm, kubernetes, everything. Okay, let's install this. You guys saying that Kubernetes is not required to here, right? Yes, it's not required. What I'm going to do? This is what are the installation is Docker and all everything. This CNI network and all. I'm going to take a copy of this instance. I'm going to add as a slave. That's why. Okay. Is not nothing will happen. Okay, if you install here. Full drain, guys. Okay. Now, yeah.
హలో క్యూబ్లైట్ మనకి స్లేవ్స్ నోట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా ఇవ్వాల్సింది ఇది మాస్టర్ నోట్ సెటప్
అదే మీరు అడుగుతారు నేను ముందే చెప్తా. If it is not required also, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create one AMI image. This what are the like if you see, if Java is not required, if you have nothing will happen, right? What I'm going to do, everything I'm mentioning the here, and I'm going to create a package here. That package I'm going to as a slave. Every time no need to install Docker, every time no need to create that update instance, and every time adding the Docker to group and all, right? What I do, whatever you have done that here this instance, I'm going to take it as a image. That image I'm going to use for the next installation, slaves adding.
ఫర్ స్లేవ్స్ ఓకే
I'll show that. Okay, now this is done. Then next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to this is done. I force override for the Kubernetes like as if it is something. Now I'm installing this here. If it is not going to work, this CNI you need to be use this override. Okay, let's see. This is for nothing. It's already there. Now force override Kubernetes. Okay, CNI already installed, right? No, there is no issues. If something issue will come this while installing the CNI, you should be forcibly override this and then we run the one more time this command. This command, same command. Okay, why I'm running here? If something goes error here, that will be do this. Okay. Then next, open this configuration file. Open this configuration file. Now insert mode. Earlier even the Ubuntu don't have the VM. Vim is not enabled. Now it's enabled. See, that's why I written the command also when I'm doing that. Now add this C group. This environment variable we need to add this. C group is what? To sharing the IP address to the kernel to the particular containers. Okay, sharing the resource to the system. Okay, that is save this environment variable. Okay, then next successful install. Then see, after successful install, we need to make it as a AMI image. Okay, guys, listen here very carefully. Create the AMI image. Okay, I did lot of the mistake, and again I am doing the every time steps here. Now go to action here, then create image here, then create image here, and you must be click the no reboot here. No reboot here. Okay, now clear here. You can click it, but even we can need to be connect and we can do the QBADM init, right? That time it's showing that the 8080 port is already running. Okay, it will throw the error. Now QB, try it you guys one time. Okay, nothing will happen. QB master uh, JMSTH. Okay, name and description also I'm mentioning here. Okay, now this is 8 GB taking. Okay, it's fine. Now create image. Now done. Right, now that is image I created. Leave it about that. Now let's go further. Right, now this is how to create image I'm mentioning here. Then next, run the QBADM init.
Madhu, when you say image, is it some other kind of server or something else?
That is also image, nothing but nothing like as how can I say, SIM card. Okay,
No, if I do not, you used here AWS. If I do not use AWS, then I have to create a new server, new VM.
nothing like simple. You are taking the new instance, right? You need to install the software again and again. What is the
Okay.
software install, man? No, listen. Now, what are we done to the steps, right? Unless updation, Docker installation and all. You need to be taken up every steps again to the new servers also.
Oh, okay. So you are, it's a kind of a snapshot.
Exactly, the image in the next is a snapshot only.
Yeah.
Okay, that is the terminology we are going to use. Okay, clear, right? That's what I said.
Yeah.
No need to install again and again. It will be just copy all the softwares into the next image itself. Let's see. I'll show
Yeah.
that. Now let's what we'll do. Let's where I you disturbance where I okay, we run the QBADM init. This is the main command, guys. Okay, if you lost this, then done. Okay, this QBADM it will take little bit time. Okay, what it will give? It will give the joining command and some info, like some information. Okay, let's see. It will take little bit time. 1 second, guys. Now this command is giving for the join in the our slaves. If you take the 100 slaves also, you should be run this command into the all the slaves that will be joined to our cluster. Okay, this command we are going to use to join our cluster any node. This is the port, right? 6443. That's the port we should be allowing that system. Okay, clear, guys? Why I allow this is 443. Now this keep it this. Now what I'm going to do? Let's go further. Okay. Now I share here all. This is the that is a log it was. Okay. This is the main things we required. I highlighted this. Now next, check that kubectl get nodes. Okay. See, if it is showing this error, the connection refused this 8080. That is what we discussed. 80 is required for here. It will throw the error right now. Okay. Localhost 8080 was refused. Okay. Now that means you should be run the. This is the commands. What is the command? It will give right mkdir qb. Okay. Then next, copy these files to this config file. Then next, so and give the permission for this one config file whatever we created. Okay, then do that get nodes again. Now this time won't be. This is still not ready. It won't ready, right? Now let's do what we do. Right. Then next, I executed these all things. If something you feel like as CP not working throughout the symlink, now what you guys will do? You should be take care of the below steps. Okay. Unlink first, then do the try again one more time. Okay, this is one more step extra. Okay. If you face that kind of issues, I already faced, that's why I mentioned here. Okay, then get nodes, it's showing that not ready, right? The same thing is happening for us. It's not ready, master is not up and running. What do we do? We should be adding the network, CNI network. Let me show you that. What is CNI network? This is network, because of if you want to run anything, you should have the network for us. Okay, that could be, there is a number of type of networks for supporting the Kubernetes. I will show that all the networks. Let's see here. See, these are the running, but QB system wants core DNS, right? This DNS is not working. What we do? We must install the sum of networking here. I will show that here. Kubernetes networks. Now there is a lot of networks it will support. Okay, Flannel, ACA, AOS, this is AOS, Upstra. These are the kind of networks. Okay, CNN networks. Okay, there is a Jogger, Kniter, Flannel. Okay, and Wave network. This is where we use the Flannel or Wave network most of the time. This Wave network and Flannel. Okay, this for CNN networks in the Kubernetes. This is for communication networking and on like a CNI network, code DNS and CNI network you want to enable. That's you should not run. We need to install the network for this. Okay, that is kind of this here. Let me go here and installing the CNI network. Okay, let's switch to the root user right now. I'm switching the root user. Okay, then next what we do? If already the root user not required, if you're not there, there's okay. Then next systemctl, this is IP tables. I'm going to be enable this. I will give the value 1 bridge network for allowing IP tables for. Then next switch to the Ubuntu user again. It's very tough, right? Now export QB. This is a what variable I'm going to create. This will get that version and it will be base 64. and also like as it will divide into the last wall and it will give the all values stored into the QB version kind of thing. Which version is that? QB version kind of. What happening? We already done, right? Sorry. What happening? That we run in the root user, right? We should be switch the user that time when we are running these commands. We are in the root user, that's what we run, right? Now let me run it one more time in the this user. We should be come to the Ubuntu user and we need to be run this. That's what it's showing that this user won't be allowing that. It's not an issue. Let me run one more time. Okay, now see the here. Then after it, then this one. It works. Okay, because we run into the alien in the root user. Now we are running this with Ubuntu user, right? That's what. Even we can maintain that completely in the one user itself. Not an issue. Okay. For understanding more. kubectl apply. This is what I'm going to do. This is one URL. This is a wave network is located in this path, and which version I want to download. I mentioned this variable that will be get it. If you want, you can print it out. What is the value is printing? If you want to echo and dollar and qb EVER. Sorry, qb ver. Right? If you print, it will give the this token. Okay, then next what happens? This token will be added into here, and it will be download the particular version things. Okay, now it will be applied. Now let's. This is anything you want to deploy through. We can manage the kubectl command. Like as if you want to manage like as cluster, deploy pods, deploy replicas, and anything that we are going to use the Docker, right, for to managing the Docker containers. Here we are going to the kubectl. Okay, and this is one. If apply -f means you are deploying the something. You are running the something software in this. Now what is happening? This is a wave network I'm going to use. Here we use the different types of. Okay, what happening? These kind of services it's going to be deployed. Okay, cluster role binding, rollback, RBAC. This for softwares. Okay, and RABC. Like this for security related and domestic extension wave network is created, and service support is wave network is created. Now let's go and check the get nodes, and it should be up and running now. Yeah, this master will be running now because of this. Check the all API servers now. We usually done right one API server and this one. Again, get ports all API server. Sorry, all namespaces. All namespaces. Just do one more time. See, earlier it was 2 is pending, right? This code DNS. Now after installing the network, what happened? This wave network. Now it got working. This network is came to the online now. Okay, this is what just install the